Hey everybody, this is Steve back at the shop again. Just want to do a really quick update on the Trogan Road Patrol, Roadgrader / M Farmall rebuild, restore. I'd kind of bring you up to date on some of the progress on this machine here. There's been some changes since this last video. I kind of bring you up to speed. If you recall on the other video there, this nose piece, I had talked about taking this off. The other one was caved in right here in the front. Had a bad hump in the back up in here. I've since cut this off. I'll show it to you. It's in the back of my truck. I've got to go find somebody that'll make me one to put on here. But I've since taken that off. I've got this, been cleaning all this up. Got it in primer. I ran out of brown, so I had to get it covered up so it didn't rust back on me there. I don't think the red paint will mind. Been more disassembly, more cleaning. You can see where this really pitted up, really bad rust pits here. When I got this machine, it had an inch or so of mud and dirt in there, and that had just sat in water for years. Had grass growing in it and all kind of stuff, so you can imagine what it did damage-wise. Taking off, these wheels are actually solid. It's a wheel hub combination thing. It's actually held on with one nut. One nut holds the whole ball of wax on here. When I took it apart, it's got the inner bearing was no count, it was no good. When I took it apart, it disintegrated. I mean, all the rollers fell out, the cage fell off, just worn out. And ironically, it's actually an International Harvester bearing and an International Harvester wheel. Memory serves, I believe it's an 18. I'm not real crazy about that one-piece wheel because I'm going to have to replace these tires, and that wheel weighs a ton, and I got to do that by myself. So for now, it'll just have to sit there propped up against the wood stove until it either gets too cold for me to have a fire out here, or until I come up with a plan B, but we'll see. Anyway, I've been cleaning, more cleaning, and more cleaning, and more cleaning. For right now, that's about the progress I'm making. I did get the steering sector taken apart, cleaning up on that. You can see here, this side's the same way. Don't know what else to tell you here, but once I get all this in primer, get all this primed down, I'm gonna come back here and I'll start working on this blade carriage here. This looks like a spaceship out of Star Wars. I'll get started on it. This thing here is just primarily just a matter of clean, scrape, prime, and repeat over and over and over again until all this junk is done. Then I'm going to be down to tackling the cylinders that actually raise this thing up and down, which I haven't got an alternative for that. They're specialized cylinders. They're going to be a pill to try to find replacements for. Let me kind of step over here and I'll show you what I'm talking about here. So you'll see they mount. It's a really unconventional type mount. Bear with me here just a second. I'm measuring. Let's see if you'll see this knuckle right here. If I can get a shot there. Get my big hands in the way. If you'll see right there, that fits into that joint, and there's a cap that goes on the outside of that. Get you back to normal here. This thing here, this knuckle fits in that. It rides like this. Let me get you up here. It rides like that, and then this has to be able to do this. And if you can look at the rams, you see what pitiful shape they're in. These things are in terrible shape. Well, you can imagine what the inside of these cans look like. The only thing I know to do, I could buy some welded cylinders and cut this off and weld it to the outside of the can and take it someplace and have the inside, because when I heat the cylinder, it's gonna It's going to change the ID around the heat area. I know it is. I actually thought about maybe getting a cylinder that would actually, the OD of the new cylinder would fit the ID of this one, and split this, clamp it. I don't know. I'll have to come up with something. We'll see. Anyway, that's the progress on the grader here. I guess you just have to kind of follow along. We'll make progress. It's slow, but it's sure and it's steady. So bear with me here and follow me along, and I appreciate you watching. Thanks.